her privately, I wouldn't be coming to the app telling all of these people, right?
Okay,
So
and that's cool, right?
look like as far as like addressing, like why should it, and this is the question that I have for a lot of people on this app. Why does anybody have to, just because either they're mutuals or somebody's in the live or they're in the box, why does anybody else have to address that person that you have an individual issue with?
Okay, so it seems like, well, you said you had one question, but it sounds like multiple. So I'm just gonna go ahead and answer them how I see fit. First things first, right? If I'm your friend and I do something wrong and you feel like you should address me privately, even though what I did wrong was publicly, right? Then you should not be addressing anyone else that is not your friend. You should not be addressing them at all on here. You should not be calling them out. You should not be trying to check them. And let me agree with you on one thing. Nobody can hold me accountable except me. Nobody can hold you accountable except you. But certain things, it's just not going to work out for me. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not looking for anyone to just be like, oh, Kappa's canceled and all that. I'm not looking for that. You understand what I'm saying? I am looking for the fact of y'all to acknowledge who was there when I went to Disney with my son and he had the time of his life. Why is this woman saying this about this baby? And every single person that was there should have at least said something, because she did this publicly.
So you're saying everybody
She
that was
did this
in that
publicly.
So
everybody that was there should have said, well, no, that's not what I remember, Kappa. You understand? Because that's what they're saying now. No, that's not what I remember, Kappa. So my thing is this, right? Me addressing a woman who is saying that my son, my 5-year-old son, exposed himself to people. This overgrown ass woman is saying that my son exposed himself. My 5-year-old son exposed himself to people. It's on recording.
Yeah, I mean,
and nobody, and hold on, I heard you. And nobody has nothing to say to Kappa but Alicia. I have questions. Baby, I bid you a good night. It was good talking to you.
So who said confused? Are y'all confused? Was she talking to me? Because I had questions simply because my live was being watched. Oh, now Kappa can come up. Child, Kappa, if you don't get your people trying to make your beef mine.
Hold on. Because I couldn't duel. You were dual. Okay, so
yeah, I didn't know that was a thing.
She'll probably be listening. Let me say this. Alicia, you will never slime yourself up on no live with me. I talk at you, not to you, okay? Now listen, first and foremost, let me cover what I said in the on the IG. I never said, you see how she keep escalating it? I never said that child exposed himself. What I said was that white woman's husband took, now listen, y'all, she met this man and this woman off of TikTok. Baby, I don't care if that woman called her. You called Joe Biden sleepy ass.
You talking about Mama Coco?
Yes, she met these people off of TikTok. She grifted and got a ticket to go out there to do Disney. She was like, they all jealous. I'm doing Disney, all this, that. And girl, my kids is grown. First of all, and we did Universal Studios and Disney years ago. Okay, she went out there. While she was there, the little boy had to go to the bathroom. This is what was told to me. I'm not for sure if all of it is on recording. The list in the background. The little boy had to go to the bathroom. The dad, the man, whomever, took the little boy to the bathroom. Okay, I'll be up there, babe. Took the little boy to the bathroom. I did not say that little boy exposed himself. I did not say that man did anything. I said that the man came back and said you need to teach him how to use the bathroom. He dropped his pants all the way down. My question was, how did the man know that the little boy dropped his pants all the way down? Did he stand in the stall and watch him? How did he know that? Little boy, 5 years old. There's more. Since she wanna say she gonna go, I'm gonna give you a little bit more to go to the police on. How about the time, Alicia, You sent your son to go play at that little boy's house, and he came running back home and said the little boy was in the closet with no clothes on, and the daddy was sitting on the couch watching TV.
Whoa, hold on. Trigger warnings. What's going on? Hold on. Now I'm gonna give her what she's looking for. Now, you gotta be careful because
let me cook. No, she said I'm lying. I'm not lying. All of this stuff. See, we used to all be cool.
Can somebody send me like the proof of all of that?
We used to be cool with Alicia. This was back when she was on Mo's stolen page. We were in IG calls with her. She would express whatever was happening in her day. So she'd go live and then she'd call everybody into an IG call. Then she'd go live and she'd call everybody into an IG call. Okay? She would tell us what was happening. It was on live. She would let the little boy go play construction workers. We used to sit there and be like, where the little boy at? Where the little boy at? Put the little boy to sleep so he can go to school. But I never hotline that lady. Let me tell you why I ain't hotline that lady. First of all, I'm not in that house. So I cannot speak to what's really going on in the house. The only thing I can speak to is what I see online. You'll sound crazy to be like,
so you did call CPS.
I did not call CPS. No, I said I did not. Let me tell you why.
Hold on, if I may, I just want to say Alicia has said everybody and their mama at this point has called CPS on her. She said I did it. The fuck I'm gonna call CPS for?
Okay, so I do got a question though, Kappa. Okay, all right. So were you legitimately concerned for the kid, or did you just bring that up because you knew it was something that would get to Alicia?
No, that is a general concern. You meet some people up off of TikTok and go and let somebody take your child off. You don't know these people. You didn't conduct no background check. You didn't do none of that. That was to why because she brought it up. She had said something in one of her lives.
I just want y'all to know. I just want y'all to know that it is screen recorded. It's screen recorded. The point with what is screen recorded is her saying that she let that white.
The proof. Robbie talking
it's
about.
It's on my page.
Okay.
It's literally on my IG page what I said.
Okay, I'll go to IG.
Why did you let that man take that little boy to the bathroom?
Twin was collecting receipts back then. A few of us were, and it is screen recorded. Her saying she let that woman's husband take her son to the bathroom by himself. Now, me personally, being a father, no strangers taking my kid to the bathroom, right? Like you're gonna have to fight me before, you know what I'm saying? So. And this is the same woman who got drunk and was playing with a burner while she was drunk, while her kid was behind her playing on the bed while she was live. You know what I'm saying? The
same woman that hotlined another single mother that's down in Texas. We know she did because soon as she talked to the woman,
I wasn't I do remember certain parts of like certain lives or whatever and certain things but I don't remember any of this. And Robbie said it's screen recorded. Who screen recorded?
That would be on them because the llamas didn't exist. The
Queen of Receipts YouTube.
So go on to
Queen of Receipts YouTube. Yep.
Okay. Because
all kind of goodies is on that YouTube.
I do think like proof is so needed in a lot of things, and I understand like the llamas didn't exist back then because to me I think that was the beginning of when Kappa was kind of separating from Polisa, and the llamas hadn't even started yet.
A lot of us were back then it was
separating.
Back then, it was me, Twin, and a few other people that was collecting all the receipts. We were the precursor to all this. It all started back with Goddess Mia and Alicia. It goes far, far back, and it gets real deep. I just wanted to come up and also say that the proof of what I was saying is on that YouTube. Alicia and Blaze, I don't know if y'all remember this, but they stole Mo's page, and they named it You Are My Content. On that page, they had 2 videos. One of them showed a full picture of my daughter from when she was 1 year old, right? And it had a song playing saying, drop them out and let me see some titties. Then they had another song that showed her talking about she was going to be an ice head. And it was a song talking about doing splits on, and shaking that and all that other stuff. And Blaze even threw her under the bus on Jonty's live for it.
Pick the song. Yep.
And Alicia said
Yep.
she did it because supposedly I posted her kid, which I did not. So she had gotten fired from her job because she was making TikToks while in uniform and told on herself, thinking someone else, white chick named Heather, had called on her. So she got herself fired, but she started a GoFundMe. Now, in that GoFundMe, she put up a picture that had her kid in the GoFundMe picture. When I spoke about her GoFundMe, I stood in front of the kid for a reason. You could not see anything but her face and the GoFundMe name. I blocked the kid out because I don't do that.
I can't co-sign any of that.
Question.
But I do remember that video with that song specifically that song. I remember the one video with the song, and I was like, that's odd.
And she posted a bunch of random white people.
At that time.
She posted a bunch of random white people and tried to say they was my family, but I'm on none of their social media, none of the pictures, none of that. Like, you can even Google that name and nothing comes up except the videos that they made on TikTok.
Okay, so now my question would be this, Drea. Do she have proof that I hotlined her? And then don't you think I would look pretty freaking crazy calling a hotline over 100 times?
Oh, I'm going to say this.
Don't you think them...
Here's the thing that I do want to know. I think that would be crazy. Here's the thing that I do want to know. Okay. Why is there so many people interconnected? For what reason? I'm not really understanding. Like,
Let me go.
understand where it started, but why is branched off?
Let me go
to
back
this
to the
and that
beginning.
and kids
Let me go back
and-
to the
and
beginning.
kids,
Let me go back
like,
to the
for real,
beginning.
y'all.
I can just did all that, and let me go back to the beginning. It ain't even long.
It didn't start
Alicia
with Alicia
originally
completely.
Alicia
It started-
originally came on this app. Well, she was fighting with Rabbi, and Rabbi belonged to a group called The Foe. So she was fighting with them. That was before.
Oh, no, it goes beyond that.
Well, yeah, but let me start with that part so she'll know about the CPS history. She came on here and she said Rabbi, Cuban, The Foe, and all these people hotlined her, similar to like what she did today, okay? So somebody was like, hey, they hotlined this, the group called The Foe, which I was cool with, one of the members of The Foe, or several of them. They hotlined this woman named Alicia. I didn't know who she was. So I followed the person on over there, and she's sitting there talking about y'all trying to take my son out my house and this, that. So then fast forward, I'm like, okay, well, baby, did they leave you with a safety plan? What did the hotline say? Did they leave you with a safety plan? When do they come back? What do you need to do? Like usually drug tests, this, that. You got goals you need to meet, right? She didn't have any of that paperwork. So it
Mind
was
you,
like,
she kept saying CPS showed up, but never had proof that they showed up.
So is this okay? So timeline wise, this was after T. Nathan put out the pictures about her, or before?
They weren't even a picture. It was a pixelated square. You couldn't even see anything. And she went on live on her own live and did the same pose to brag to people about how she posed in that picture.
What he did, and it was absolutely wrong. So I saw that back then. But what?
And I
okay,
redid it. But go ahead.
And y'all know I thought that was wrong. I said that before. I still think it's wrong.
Hey, I'm
Kappa
the
said it, I did it again.
Play with me. I
But that ain't my business. I think it was wrong.
I do want to add this because I got to go. But they also claim that Kappa hotlined me because Kappa lied to them and told them that she did because they kept pressuring her to,
they
right?
Come out and say that Rabbi was hotlining his kid was taken, and ain't no way in the world because Rabbi played the video and played his daughter in the background.
What they didn't tell Kappa was that before they tried to get her to say that, they had already called and filed close to 100 reports over like 3 or 4 months' time to CPS in the state of Virginia, to the point where the head of CPS contacted me and flagged my name in the system.
No,
so even if somebody did, you know what I'm saying? But
I didn't know about
Kappa never called.
I didn't know about all the reports, but I knew that they were intending to report you. So to head that off, I told them, don't worry about it. I already did. And they took his daughter. And then Blaze went live and went, where your daughter at? Where your daughter at? Because they were going to hotline him.
And I've had custody since day one. But
Alicia never produced any proof of that first hotline call. That whole time she grifted thousands of dollars from people on this fake hotline, thousands. She got Ace for like $4,500, got people I paid for a cleaner to come to the crib, gave her a couple $100 here and there. She grifted thousands from people. That's where it started from, her lying about the first CPS call. Fake drug test. She used her workman's comp drug test and wrote in CPS to make it look
And
like
I will say
CPS
this,
for a
and
drug test.
I admitted to it then and I admit to it now. She said she was calling Social Security on me because even though I'm disabled, I still have a company, right? And people don't know about the right to work program. Well, she tried to turn me into SSA, so I turned her into workman's comp and they took her workman's comp. I still got my disability because I'm really disabled and she was lying. And I will stand on that 10K. Don't fuck with me. You send a shot, I send 30 back.
All of this is wrong.
It was an asshole move. Don't get me wrong, but I'll be the asshole. I'll be the villain.
Nah, I ain't do all that. It was the lying, the theft by deception. So let me tell you,
That's the only thing I did.
the man Ace that she took for $4,500 to get to Disney, I tried to tell him, Ace, she using you for your money. She don't have no intentions on doing none of the stuff, blah, blah, blah. He ended up homeless. Asked her, can he come stay with her? And she said no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they had to go to rehab.
So don't let her come over here. I'm just trying to understand. Now, I'm going to ask you, the video is on my Instagram. Where in the world did I sexualize her 6-year-old child by simply telling the story that was told to me of what happened? Because I didn't watch that live with her going to Disney because I didn't care. And I told Alicia, if you lie to me, if you burn me, I will body you. I gave that girl so many resources to contact over this fake CPS case. I'm following up with her. Did you call these people? Did you call these people? Well, I didn't get a chance to call them, blah, blah, blah. Did they give you a safety plan? When are they coming back? She got none of this paperwork. Meanwhile, listen, watch me. Meanwhile, everybody is windmilling these other people that never even called CPS on her, and she trying to do it again. And when she asks, why come don't nobody check me? Bitch, because they can't. Because I'm a grown woman. That's why. I'm going to say what I'm going to say, and I'm going to do what I'm going to do.
And I'm going to leave y'all with this right quick because I got to go.
I both agree. Like people can't hold other people accountable because, like she also said, like nobody can hold her accountable. So, I mean, I think that applies to you too. Like nobody can really hold you accountable. I think people can disagree or agree.
Okay. So wait a minute. You got a question that's real important. How did I know she was lying? Because when CPS come out to your house, they read you the allegations and then they address the allegations with a safety plan. So if the accusation is somebody seen me slap my child in the face, they're going to come out, read the allegations to me and leave me with a letter, a safety plan that says you will not strike your child, right? While they work in the investigation. And I will sign that and they will sign it and they will leave me a copy. You know why? It proves that worker came out, looked at the house, looked at the environment, talked to the child, talked to the parent, and put a safety plan in place so that the liability is removed from the state. That's why I know that. Because I did it.
I'm going to leave y'all with this.
She didn't know that. She didn't know I was an investigator for child abuse and neglect when she was sitting there lying and begging and grifting the whole time. I'm asking her, where's your proof? Because if they didn't leave a safety plan, then that means they didn't document they was at your house. So who actually came to your house, baby? Because that wasn't CPS. So when she hotlined Lady Black Angel came on my live upset and said, I talked to them a couple of days on IG and all of a sudden CPS shows up at my house. Here are the allegations and showed us her paperwork, the safety plan, the signatures and everything, including the worker and the card. Ain't no social worker gonna come to your house and I'll leave you with some paperwork and ain't gonna get your signature saying you not gonna do what you've been accused of doing to that child. Because if they walk up out of there and that child end up unalive, that worker going to jail. Now, if I'm lying, I'm dying. That's how
I'm gonna leave y'all with this. This is the same woman that set up in a live when a woman said she was sending gang members to my house to off me and my kid. She set up in a live and co-signed Sobe, threatening my kid, repeatedly calling her a meth whore, a little bitch, all this other stuff, saying he was gonna cause harm to my child. Yeah, and when I said I was gonna slap his mama, I was the bad guy. And all of this,
thing.
All of this you can find on Queen of Receipts YouTube and Mystery Army Inspector Instagram. And I'll holler at y'all later. But if y'all see me disrespecting somebody, know they deserved it. I stand on it and I'll do that shit again.
And Mom Dukes is in. Thank you, Rabbi, for coming up. And Mom Dukes is in the comment section. She too was a social worker. And anybody that's ever dealt with CPS, you don't have to say you did, but you know in the back of your head, you know I ain't lying. That worker left you with a card, a way to contact them. That worker left you with a safety plan. Because if it's serious enough for them to come out to your house, they're going to address the allegations. And when they address the allegations, you have to sign off that you understand you will not do what you are accused of until they either make a disposition on the case. This woman said police showed up, the social worker showed up, they walked out through the house, talked to her, talked to the boy, and then they walked out and didn't even leave you a card or no safety plan or no way to contact them, or when you needed to be in the office to talk to them, take a drug test, none of that. And people giving her thousands of dollars. I did it for all the black women that needed help at the time that couldn't get it because she wanted to sit on the internet and trick off. That's why I did it. For all the black women that's out here working 2 and 3 jobs, struggling, trying to find babysitters, and she on her lying and stealing on a fake CPS case. For all the grandmamas and mamas and daddies and brothers and sisters that lost their family to foster care. And she's sitting up here lying on it. That's why I did it. If you burn me, I will body you. And I meant it. And it's a year later, and I meant what I said.
Let's that's what she said. Question real quick. Is Check a whole nation? Is that hi Tavia here? Is that Tavia for real?
Yeah, that's Tavia.
Okay, let me follow you back because I thought I followed you.
Now, if anybody got a contrary story, I will drop down and let them come up and tell the contrary story. But I was over there to help Alicia. I gave her support along with a whole bunch of other people that really cared about her and her son's well-being. First of all, I thought that was her grandson initially when I seen her, but that was her son. I cared about their well-being. She was not my friend. We were never friends. So I don't know where she got that from. There ain't no friendship thing. This is me seeing a black woman about to possibly lose her child to the system on false allegations. And then I was thinking, I'm like, okay, she not that intelligent. These people finna take that little boy. She needs some help. I send her all these resources. She don't even open them. If your child is in jeopardy of being taken and somebody send you 5-6 resources, you will run through those resources and the next day be like, I called all these people. Is there anything else you think I need to do? No. She's sitting online, eating ice cream sandwiches, smoking, and talking about how they trying to take her son.
Ice cream sandwiches make me feel some kind of way every single time.
She used this man. She used that man Ace. This is my favorite story. She used the man Ace, said he needed some medication. People sent hundreds of dollars one day. The next day she pop up back online eating lobster, crabs, and clams. Come on, man, stop playing with me. Don't play with me.
If anybody does want to come up and they have something different they want to say, y'all know y'all more than welcome to come up. Here's my thing. Like, y'all already know how I feel about kids just being involved. I don't think anybody should be bringing up kids. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, her daughter moved away when the little boy hit her and called her a B. Her daughter moved away out of the house and went stay with the daddy. We talking about a woman that said I don't know who this is, but they just said her came up. Hi. Oh, I know her.
Oh, okay.
Few things about Alicia. She is the type of woman that will pull at the heartstrings of other black people. Oh, these white people were trying to get my job taken from me. The woman was on the TikTok in her full uniform doing dumb stuff, right? But I believed her, right? Because I was team Alicia before anybody was team Alicia. You understand? Well, Cuban was team Alicia at one point, but then found out that her behavior and her behavioral patterns is on some fuck shit. You understand? Alicia had drawn me in under the guise of the white people was attacking her and trying to get her fired from her job. She had this little sorry little thing on with her son in the background, talking about my little black babies, all that good shit. And I'm like, yo, I didn't like her beginningly because my instincts told me that the bitch was foul, but I still tried to help her. Long story short, because she was beefing with Cuban and Rabbi and then like the fold because they didn't want to take her into the fold, she started attacking Cuban, which was easy to come after her if you say this is a white woman acting like a black woman. So boom, I'm out here attacking Cuban and all that other shit, Rabbi and all of them on the behalf of this bitch who is lying about the situation. When I mean lying about the situation, she ain't tell me that Cuban had to help her find her baby daddy. You understand? She ain't tell me how the same shit we was over there doing, like sending her monies, or she saying little comments like, "Oh, my son broke his tablet. He loved his tablet. So now Shorty need a tablet." See, because she had all these little groups, right, that she manipulates in order to get your money or to feel sorry for that ass. Okay, so let's go down the road. She inserts herself in some shit. She attacking people, attacking content creators. She was madly in love with T. Nathan at a point. So much so that anytime her phone rung or anytime she seen him on live, she must go to that. The man didn't want her. She sent him some inappropriate pictures. It was a whole bunch of stuff. So boom. Pictures, might I add, that I told her, bitch, don't you send that man them pictures. One, you look crazy. Two, don't you send that man them pictures. He don't want you. So we gonna skip to them messing with the lady that was a career
Don't
criminal.
skip past the part. Please don't skip past the part where after you told her that, and she sent them anyway. She told
She sent them anyway.
set them pretty things out. Go ahead, set them
I
out.
have a question, and maybe y'all can refresh my memory because I've been trying to figure out who, for the life of me, was laughing at this situation. There was a creator on here who was either thinking about unaliving themselves or had either attempted to unalive themselves. And I believe it was a black male that was young. And there was a group of people that were laughing at that situation. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember
No,
that.
not at all.
It's
But if you go refresh the memory,
whole thing. Prince.
Prince?
I don't know who Prince is.
Somebody, they saying Vanessa. Somebody laughed at somebody's situation.
Oh, when Vanessa had attempted to hurt herself or whatever have you, them bitches was over there laughing. Then them bitches was calling the cops and having wellness checks and things of that nature. Come to our house. See, the only people that started with this, like calling people and pulling their family members and inserting themselves and people's family dynamics.
I think it was.
And inserting themselves.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I do remember that with Vanessa. And somebody was, who was that was laughing at that situation? I don't know. It was on my mind to say that. Somebody was laughing. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. I was derailing.
Mm-hmm. Now, we get to the part where she is mad that T. Nathan ain't giving her the attention that she wanted from him and she couldn't join the fold. So she sees that Rabbi and Cuban is in the fold. Now, meanwhile, this girl, Goddess Mia, had beef with T. Nathan because she was in the fold and whatever the fuck they beef was with whatever the fuck they beef was. However, them two bitches tagged in and added in and started attacking Cuban, Rabbi, and other members of the fold. They also enlisted this career criminal lady named Candace Clark. Now, Candace Clark has a way of perpetrating herself to be other people, like government officials, law enforcement, and all types of shit. So, in the mix of between of that, she called Cuban School, got her personal information. These motherfuckers started blasting the shit on the TikTok with Alicia in them. Now, Alicia's Cuban Delight was like a cool ass motherfucker that made Alicia go ham so much that the first time this man got arrested and they accused her of getting him arrested, right, and people were attacking her on the internet, she was like, no, we gotta help this black man, I love this black man, all that bullshit. But the second time he got arrested because she was mad that he was hanging out with Cuban Delight on a fucking app, she helped to get him arrested again by going to the white lady that was fucking Goddess Mia that was making the FC3 and FBI reports and stalking T. Nathan because the shit rolled deep.
Yeah, because at that time, Goddess Mia, because I remember all that whole fallout with Goddess Mia. T. Nathan was saying that he had bought her business. The white dude had backhanded her and did all this stuff was going on with Goddess Mia.
Exactly, because it was never a black owned business.
It was a lot going on back then.
I'm gonna go ahead
Okay.
and drop down. Like I said,
Wait, because you
Yeah,
can tell, because
Catherine,
that's
I
when
don't
you
know. It looks like she wants to have a conversation with you. Not Tavia,
I'm not.
but I
Listen,
just don't understand. I don't know. I don't have
listen.
anything to do with y'all beef.
I
Kappa
don't
can't have
bring
no
that.
conversation with you.
I only.
I say
I
she
only.
can't have no conversation with you. Fuck that Kappa. She
I
can't have
only
no conversation
came.
with you.
I don't have nothing to do with y'all
Hold on,
beef.
hold on. I only came up because of her saying that she wanted to talk to me through you. So I came in here to clear up because she was trying to make it look like she was spinning a narrative, whether you caught, I know you caught it, that you were complacent in anything that I'm doing. I don't call you and say, hey, watch me. Can I go on ahead and post this? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can she hold you accountable to hold me accountable? Nah, you're 10 tons of fun. You come over here and hold me
And
accountable.
I believe I've done a
She
very
needs
good
to hold
job of
herself
saying.
accountable for trying to put my son's lives in danger by spreading a fucking narrative on the internet and then
Right.
having
So
some idiots
Tavia,
spread a narrative
tell
on the
all
fucking
of
internet.
that's why I said I'm gonna drop out. But you need to tell all of that. How she sat up there and gave Blaze your kid information, and Blaze said he was gonna
My
get your kid
cousin's
touched and
information,
all this
because you
other
still
stuff.
don't got the
Yeah.
right fucking son, because the bitch was so
Oh, I
self-centered
remember
when we was
that
friends.
situation.
Right.
She
I'm
thought
gonna
that
drop
the
down.
son that was locked up was Brandon. Okay,
But this,
that's one.
oh dang, I
But
don't
I'm
want
just
Kappa to
saying the
drop yet.
pattern of behavior. A pattern of behavior. If you paid attention to this lady's pattern of behavior from all these several groups that she had herself in, giving out these sob stories and shit, and when motherfuckers got hip to her sob stories and her not being the person that she pretends to be on this app, that's when she get other people to enlist on attacking people, much like what happened when I found out that this bitch don't stand for nothing other than trying to grift for coins and getting groups of people to help her with her fucking sob stories. Because when I stopped messing with her, when I noticed how she moved, right, the first thing that bitch did was call me out my name and call me a coon. Now, the definition of a coon to me is someone that will play their fucking community and play at the heartstrings of their community just to make a dime. And then because I ain't want to fuck with her no more, because I can't fuck with fake or phony, right? This bitch tells Blaze and Sobe that my son is a snitch on the streets. And these people get up online trying to imply that my son is a snitch. I don't know about where y'all come from, but where I come from, if motherfuckers think that your people's is snitches, shit can fucking happen. Why? Because this wildebeest was mad. I ain't want to fuck with her no more. And I seen her for what the fuck she was. And then when I told people and tried to warn them about her and even gave them a play-by-play of the shit that the bitch does, guess what happened? Everything I said came to fluidity. From Kappa to the Vixens to the other people, her sending inappropriate photos, her lying about her situation, her grifting her supposed friends for money to help supplement her bills, her fake injuries, all of that. And here we are today, and this bitch is still playing in everybody's faces and looking for sympathy.
I
Whereas
need
if you look
everybody
at
to
this
tap the
entirety,
screen. It is 319 of y'all in here. And I also need y'all to get the host because there's no way we should be at 40K likes. Y'all being nosy. Y'all can definitely do that. Gifts are always recycled, black into the black community. So keep doing what you're doing. Oh, my bad.
but in its entirety, once I stopped fucking with her, which was December of 2021, right? Everything I said about that bitch has been a fact on top of fact on top of fact. And she still can't stay off the fucking app because this is the only attention she get.
This is what I want
And
to say.
then,
Hold on real quick because I see Kappa still here too. This is what I wanted to say, Kappa, because while you were up here, I hate that you had to drop, girl. But definitely give the host and definitely tap that screen and get those likes up. While y'all being nosy, y'all can definitely tap the screen. I don't care if you hate me, love me. I don't care if you're mad at me after this live. I really don't care, but you're going to tap that screen. Tap, 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 tap. But
my sobriety is fine. I make meetings every day and I got 21 fucking days and I'm proud of myself. And it had nothing to do with TikTok. It had to do with the fact that that bitch knew that my house got raided by the cops with my son when he went through his shit because we were like talking to each other and I was like tossed up and turned out by the NYPD, right? And they fucked me up. So I had complete nerve damage, still got nerve damage. And I was dealing with my mother who has stage 4 fucking cancer and was dying before my eyes. And because I told this bitch I ain't want to fuck with her no more, she decided to get on this app and enlist friends and buddies and people that she get in boxes with that spin narratives on who the fuck you are. And then they drag that shit. Now they assassinate your character and shit because you don't want to be Team Alicia and her fucking lies. And I told you, Alicia, every time you pop up, bitch, I'm gonna pop up too. Because when you were out there saying protect black women, help black women, the only bitch between you and me that needed protecting, bitch, was me. And then the only people that wanted to protect me was the people that you was out here, right? Assassinating their characters, much like you did to me, and putting out all these lies. Because at the end of the day, my shit played out and everything I set up on here was the God's honest truth. Everything that bitch has said and everything she put up on here and every time she tag in somebody, much like yourself, it's been based off lies. Straight up lies. No facts. And everything I said about her, I think activist, whatever, she got the original video that I put out once I stopped fucking with that bitch and she started attacking me. And everything I said in it was true. And every group thus forth has done and dealt with the same fucking shit this bitch has put Rabbi through, me through, Kappa through, the other group through, even though they don't fuck with her, but they need her. She want to keep all this stupid mess dragging and keep going. It's been fucking 2.5 years, and this bitch ain't got the sense that God gave a mule to just get the fuck off the app. Because, bitch, every time I see you pop up, I'm telling.
Well,
You ain't shit, ain't no good in you.
this is what I want to say. And Gia says, y'all, we got to do better. Life is too short. And I do agree. I do think that, I don't know, in all these situations, it's just so deep. You know what I'm saying? And I've always said that there's been wrong done on everybody's side. Things I agree with here, there, don't agree with here, there. One thing, that's what I was saying about Kappa, is even if I disagree with Kappa, y'all see how she don't disrespect me though, or try to come at me, or try to be like, somebody sent you, or you were a plant, or you are this, or you are that. Like she ain't did that. It's not my job to hold Kappa accountable for anything. Stop. Tell people. And this is just in general. It's not even really about Alicia. On this app, I notice a lot of people trying to involve other people in situations. Y'all literally, if this person is friend with that person, so now you're going after this person. If this person is mutual, now it's this person, people's kids and CPS and jobs and schools and doxing and the mothers and the fighting and the bricks and
Now, I'm going to ask you a question.
everything.
Honest question. Pay attention to the players that have done this shit, right? Pay attention to how people move, right? That broad has not been in a friend circle for longer than 6 months. As far as it comes to this app shit. Anybody watch that?
I just wish everybody
Now, I'm just on track records. I'm saying pay attention to detail. Let's critically think about this. Every group that girl has been in, don't nobody want her. Why is that? Anybody want to ask that question?
I don't know, but I do wish that, I know it can't happen now. And when I